We return to Sandy Shades. We get here just in time to learn that Tandi has been taken by raiders. Seth, who apparently is Aradesh, asks us to go and get her back. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go get Tandi. First, I rest for a little bit. Make sure we're healed up. Go ahead and grab the awareness perk. After we grab our awareness perk, we have skill points to put forth. Think I'm gonna bring our small gun skill up. Put a bunch of points into small gun. Since we're using small guns quite a bit, that's gonna help. Watch where you put your skill points because there are quite a few books that you can pick up at the hub and in different towns that are going to help you with certain skills, but there are certain skills that are not going to have books. So you want to use your skill points wisely. Once we have that done, it is time to go get Tandi. Not sure what to expect out of these raiders. All we know is that they're to the southeast. That's what we were told. Well, here we go. Looks like they're cons. See these ragtag tents? Let's check it out. Oh. One of the cons turns around and pulls a weapon on us. These guys don't look very nice. It's okay, me and Ian can handle this. We can also make use of that nice armor that they've got after taking the first one out. They don't look all that tough. Look around, doesn't seem to be much in that tent. So we head on over to the next tent. Got a bunch of junk outside it. Well, now that we know they ain't friendly, we might as well fire first. Uh-oh, looks like we might have bit off a little more than we can chew. But just as I start thinking maybe we're in trouble, things start looking up. Reload my weapon and Just as we're down to only one guy, another guy starts sneaking up on us from behind. Looks like he's got some kind of pole there. Wonder what that is. Wonder what kind of weapon it is they're using. Looks like a spear, maybe? They're pretty tough. I'm glad I've got Ian here and I'm not all alone. Go ahead and loot the bodies of these cons here. And, of course, equip the armor. That's important. Head on over to the next tent. And there's 2 cons in there. This gang of raiders seem to have picked up some good weapons and armor. Doesn't seem to be much around here, though. Their tents are pretty empty, other than, you know, a little bit of junk, some beds, maybe a chair that's, you know, fashioned out of some junk. You'd expect them to have a little more. We take out the last one. And at this point, I'm trying to end combat. But it won't let me. I'm a little confused by this, but I start looting the bodies. They have a lot of throwing knives. That's for sure. But for the most part, they seem to use spears or javelins of some sort. Ian heads on outside to take a look around and keep watch. And good thing he did, 'cause suddenly we've got company. Of course, I'm still in the tent. I have no idea what's really going on at this point. I'm just looting the bodies. Whole lot of knives, but good armor. At least better than the leather I'm wearing. First it's one, and then there's 2. But Ian makes pretty quick work of the one. Ian starts to run away. That means he's hurt. Out comes this leader. It's time for me to use a stim pack. Because if Ian's gonna run away, I need to be able to handle this on my own. Of course, that's gonna cost me some of my turn, but It's worth it in the long run. Out comes this name guy. He must be one of the leaders. What on earth was that? Looks like I got hit with a frag grenade. I was not expecting that. Time to use another stim pack, just to make sure. I've got one of the guys on the run, that's a good sign. But I need to make sure to get this guy gone. Uh-oh, the other guy went to pick up another weapon. Here, I thought I had him on the run, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. If I can take them out quickly, maybe I won't get frag grenade again. Blown up real good. It doesn't take long till I've got this big guy on the run and taken him out too. And now Ian will come running back. Check out what they've got on them, and they've got some really good armor. Some good items that I can use. Mentats, buff out, bottle caps, and ammo. Ammo's always good. After making sure I've got everything and looking around, it's time to head inside this building. Even found a bottle of alcohol. Didn't find any grenades, so they must have used the only one they had on me. There are two guys posted outside the door. Time to use another stim pack. Before we go pick a fight. I use one on Ian as well. And we head towards the guards at the door. We're here to get Tandi. We can't leave without her. When we go to walk past the tent, we have yet someone else walk out of there. Looks like we somehow missed one. That, of course, attracts the attention of the guards. So now we gotta take them out. That's okay by me. I mean, we were headed over towards them anyway. I guess I had just hoped that we could get the drop on them, but that didn't work out. And of course, I run out of ammo. Time to reload the gun. It's another tough guy, but me and Ian make pretty good time taking care of them, making sure that they're not gonna hurt us. And yet more loot. We can always use that. What we can't use ourselves, we can sell for bottle caps or gear that we need. Looking like this is a pretty lucrative run for us. Just as I thought we got them all, another guard walks out the front door. There is no end to these guys. I'm starting to wonder how many are still in there. Of course, this guy's threatening to feast on our eyes. I don't know what kind of gang this is. And yet another guard appears from the other side of the building. Where are all these guys coming from? I hadn't even seen a tent over there. Time for another stim pack. After taking out the first guard, we set our sights on the next. But wait, this guy's not dead. He gets back up. What is going on here? That's okay. We put him down again. This time looks like he'll stay down. And that way we can deal with his friend. Hey, he's using stim packs too. So that's how they're doing it. Well, let's take this guy out before he uses any more. Ian agrees. And we make short work of him and take him out. It's time to loot the bodies. See if they've got anything else we can use. And they do. A new type of armor. We can use that. It's metal, it's got spikes on one shoulder. I put on their armor and we're ready to go. Let's see if we can find Tandi now. Surely there can't be more of these guys, with how many we've already fought. Then again, there's usually someone guarding a prisoner, right? But I kind of feel as if we've taken them all out at this point. I mean, there's bodies everywhere. Bodies just littering the ground. We walk through the front door and the first room is empty. But straight through that door, I can see that the second room has a bunch of people in it. What is going on here? I use a little first aid on myself just to top up my health. I've seen better days. We've fought a lot of raiders here so far. we decide to try to enter strategically. As we walk in, we see one guard and two girls. Oh, but there's another one hiding over by the door. That makes two guards we gotta take out to get through. And then we hear another guy from the room over. The girls begin running and screaming, and I decide to use that distraction to our advantage. I decide I'm gonna try and kite them a little bit, give myself some time to use a stim pack, or to get a heal. Ian and I are both not looking too good. There's yet another guard outside that we somehow missed. So I decide, yeah, we need to leave quickly, heal up, and then we can come back and take care of the rest of them. Because it looks like there's still a few left. Even though Ian refuses to follow me, I head for the exit grid. It's gonna take me a couple rounds to get there, but if I can get there before Ian dies, then we can get ourselves a little bit of a rest, heal up, and come back fresh. It's a whole lot better than dying. I've got my fingers crossed. Hold on, Ian. And we make it. That means that I can just select a nearby square here, just set up somewhere in the desert or the mountains, and we can rest. Whew, that was close. We rest until healed, and now we're gonna go back fresh. There sure are a lot of these raiders. The cons. We come back and a couple of them are outside from where they were chasing us. But we're not injured anymore. So now it's them in trouble. After taking out the first one, we loot the body. Looks like we didn't catch the attention of the one hiding behind that tent. And that's a good thing. Gives us a little time. Ammo, armor, more booze. These raiders are drinkers. At that, I decide we're gonna sneak in past this guard that's standing over by the tent there, not seeing anything. I guess that's what happens when you drink, right? Don't see what's going on around you. We head inside and through that second room, and we see jail cells, and there's Tandi. Door's locked, so we're gonna have to lockpick. But we get through that pretty easy and open the door. Tandi says, let's get out of here, and I agree. Let's get her home, and then we can come back and finish cleaning out this den of thieves. We grab Tandi and we're heading back to Shady Sands. Come on, Tandi, let's go. On the way back, we run into a merchant and his guards. Nothing bad there. Decide that we'll stop and see what they've got. See if we can come to a deal. I'm not sure what all this stuff is worth, so you know. Decide, well, let's find out. Ends up these throwing knives are worth quite a bit. And that armor's worth a lot. That's gonna work out good for me. We do a bit of trading. And then it's time to go. As we take our leave and head over to Shady Sands, which were nice and close, to deliver Tandi home, we wave goodbye to the merchant and his guards. Always good to run into a merchant in the wastelands. We get Tandi home safely, without any issue. And there's Seth, or apparently Aradesh. He thanks us for getting Tandi home. And then we head back out to make sure that we can clear out the rest of these raiders. Don't need them coming back while we're gone. Luckily, it's not too far. Who are these cons? There sure is a lot of them. We come back and decide to take out the guard that's over by the tent just to make sure that they can't sneak up on us from behind. After taking out the guard, and of course looting the body, taking everything that they've got, we're gonna head inside, where we know that there's at least one guy. We walk back in through that first room, through the second room, over to where the jail is, where we found Tandi. Head up to that back room. We know we heard a guy shouting in there, and sure enough, there's two of them. A bit of a battle ensues as we decide that, we need to take these guys out. I mean, if we don't, it's only going to be a matter of time before they build up again and take back to Shady Sands. Luckily, they're not all that tough. They can take a few hits, but they're not tougher than we are. We finish up the last of them and hope that's the end of the cons. And that nobody comes looking for us. We take a quick look around. There doesn't seem to be anything here worth looking at, though. Just a bunch of boxes. We do finish looting the bodies, though, before we leave. Stim packs are always useful. At this point, we are loaded down with items, weapons, gear of all kinds. We've gone from nothing to full. We can't even carry anything more. We go ahead and unlock the second prison just to take a look, but there's not anything in there. Just a bed. However, that second room, that one's got a desk and a fridge and a cooler. If you look careful, it's also got a bookshelf. So we can make quick work of looting this place. We find more ammo, more bottle caps, explosives, armor, tools. I'm beginning to have trouble carrying things. Starting to have to decide what to take and what not to take. But after we get that cleared up and finish looting the place, we head out. It's time to go back to Shady Sands and say our goodbyes before we head out to the hub. We decide to just head straight for the hub and forego Shady Sands. I've heard about this hub, but I've never been there. I'm a little excited. It's a ways away. Maybe I can find water for my people there.